Hey Canucks fans, last night was a breath of fresh air. Let's talk about some of the ways that the team seems to be changing already. I'm Canuck Clay, I'm the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. This is my Canucks take all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Tuesday, December the 7th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. And as always, this vlog is brought to you by Perform and Transform, personal training and weight loss. Sign up now for a free 7-day trial. Use the link in my video description below. And by Van City Experts Real Estate Group, contact Jason Lim and his team for all of your real estate needs. I want to thank you. This channel has grown a lot in the past 2 days, close to 150 subscribers, good views on both live streams and videos. I think people are excited about this team. People were intrigued at the changes on Sunday, excited about yesterday, first practice, first press conference, last night's win. So let's keep on building, and maybe we're going to get to 8,500 subs by the end of this month, which would be pretty cool. So thanks again for your support. You guys know that I do not take you for granted, and I appreciate that you are helping me build what I think is the best Canucks community online. Speaking of building Canucks community, last night's win, the developments for the past 48 hours, I think that's going to go a long way towards building the Canucks community. As you know, I was at the game last night with my lovely wife, Gail, sitting in some different seats and some club seats, courtesy of Jason, and it was great. Yeah, the view was obviously great. That goal horn, which we got to hear 4 times, and I think at the end of the game too, I can't remember if they blasted. That's loud. I don't know if we were sitting, and obviously we're not right under the speaker because we're not on the ice, but I don't know if it was much louder than I expected, but hey, I will gladly get my ears blown off if that means the Canucks are scoring plenty of goals. And they scored 4 last night. And that's the first thing. I want to talk about some of the things that I noticed last night. One of them was indeed their offense. And their offense was basically driven by an overall philosophy that I saw of being more aggressive, being more assertive, pushing the pace is, I think, a good way of putting it as well. And I've talked about, even before last night's game, I've talked about how Boudreau really succeeds with offensive teams, offensive players. In Washington, he had Ovechkin and Backstrom. In Anaheim, Getzlaf and Perry when they're in their primes. And then in Minnesota, guys like Zucker and other guys that he really helped develop their game there. So all in all, some really, really good offensive players that Bruce Boudreau has coached before. And he's going to have the same here in Petey, in Besser, in Miller, and Garland. And those were four of the guys that really stood out last night. But you saw it in all elements. At even strength, they're often setting 2 guys in on the forecheck as opposed to just one. And that caused at least 2 turnovers that led to the Garland goal and definitely led to the Lamico goal for sure. So they're pressuring the puck once it was in the zone. To get in the zone, it was a nice mix of dump and chase and bringing it over the line or passing it over the line, so that was good. Their penalty kill seemed to be more assertive. They went 2 for 4, which was nice. And then, of course, the power play seemed to be more assertive. And the penalty kill was the biggest change I saw. And not just the personnel. I joked about this last night in my vlog, but you had guys out there that usually don't kill penalties. So they went with 4 sets of 2 forwards, 4 pairs. Miller and Mott, which makes sense. Dickinson and Lamico, which makes sense. Pearson and Horvat, which makes sense if it was regular strength. And then Pettersson and Podkolzin, they were out there to kill off the first of the 2 Vancouver Canucks minors. And that's how they got their break. That's how Pettersson got his his penalty shot attempt, was by creating a really good scoring chance while shorthanded. So that was exciting to see, and I thought that was a really, really good start for the way that the Canucks played. Aggressive, assertive, and with pace, and that certainly was a breath of fresh air. I've been saying that Boudreau is going to really help guys like Pettersson and Besser find their game, their confidence, especially from an offensive standpoint. And I think we saw that already. We had Besser having a goal and assist, Petey also having an assist, and he could have had a goal as well if he scored on that penalty shot. As well, another breath of fresh air was maybe the way that Bruce Boudreau used his defense. Quinn Hughes had 26 minutes, Tyler Myers had 18.5, but the other 4 defensemen, Ekman Larsson, Pullman, Shen, and I'm missing one, Myers, No, I just said that. Hughes, Myers. So the other guys, Ekman Larson, Shen, Pullman, and Hamonic, all had between 17 and 17 and a half minutes. I don't know if it was planned, but it was almost perfect that they all had the same amount of ice time. So, yeah, you want to ride your big guns like Quinn Hughes, but other than that, it was nice to see that all the minutes were really spread out well among the defensemen. So that was a breath of fresh air. Great to see Thatcher Demko get a shutout, 31 saves. None that were spectacular and jaw-dropping, but all were very good and all were much needed. And it's telling. He didn't get a shutout in the first games of the year, but all it took was for one game from Bruce Boudreau, and now Demko has his first shutout of the season. And one other breath of fresh air I want to mention is Bruce Boudreau himself. You saw it when he met the media before the game. You saw it in his post-game media availability. He's likable, he's funny, he's affable, he's just the type of guy that you don't mind listening to. And I get that Travis Green he had a good relationship with the media, it seemed, not afraid to push back on them a little bit. Also was, and you can't blame him for getting a little bit upset too, once in a while, especially with the way that the team was going. But overall, I think Travis Green's, even his media availability, they started to get a little bit boring, a little bit predictable. And I'm not blaming Travis Green at all. I've met him a few times. He's a very nice man, very kind to me. And I guess you can only say so much. You can only say certain things so many times, I guess, is my point. So Boudreau's act, though, not even an act, it doesn't seem like we'd get tired of it. And simply the way that he was kind of very humble and said, I didn't know who some of our players were. I didn't know who was supposed to go on the ice next. It's easy to joke around like that when you've won 4-0 in your coaching debut, but still, it seems like we're never going to get a standard boxed answer from him. He seems to be really a people person, and not only is that going to help with the media, it's going to help build relationships within the team, but most importantly, it's going to help the way that he coaches his players. So Canucks fans, some things that I saw as a breath of fresh air, mostly the way that they played. Then you had the way that he spread out ice time, the way he gave opportunities to certain players, and the way that he spoke to the media both before and after the game. Let me know, Canucks fans, in the comments below. Do you feel like we've indeed turned a page? Is this the dawn of a new era, a new beginning? Is this indeed a breath of fresh air? Or are you saying, Clay, slow your roll. It's only been one win. Let's see what happens later in the week. I get that. I get that perspective, and I'm always preaching perspective, but I'd much rather be talking about a 4-0 win than a 4-0 loss. Let me know in the comments below how you're feeling about this change after basically 24 hours. I want to give a shout out to my hero members, nucksfan number 29, Justin Credible, Lucas Gates, and Andrew Chang. Hall of Fame members, Jens95, Sim Alexander, Chris Seifert, Adam Broomfield, Shannon Hollingworth, Carol Bovenlander, and HSM Fangirl Gaming. Thanks for your support, as always, and thanks to the support of all members of all levels. You are listed in my video descriptions. If you want to become a member of the CCC Crew, press the join button underneath this or in my videos or on the memberships tab on my YouTube channel. Subscribe if you'd like to, like this video if you'd like to, become a member of this channel if you'd like to, leave a comment down below if you'd like to. Tell me about this breath of fresh air. Do you agree with me that it indeed is the dawn of a new era? Tonight's Tuesday night, I'll be bowling. Look forward to an in-depth recap in tomorrow morning's vlog. And aside from that, tomorrow's live stream, Wednesday night live stream, is for members only. So that's for All-Star, Franchise, Hall of Fame, and Hero. I will post the link in my community tab tomorrow. Friends, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Have a great day. God bless, and go Canucks go.